I'll be asleep for the next 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, stop around 3 because there's 5 rounds left. Yep. So Cicatrix, you're up.
Is this the round that I cast Fireball?
Oh yeah, this is the Fireball round. So Kabor, you're up.
P R P U.
PU.
You push.
You farting?
I don't know if there's anything left to push. I guess yeah, you'd have to push the door open.
Door got blown in. Remember the fire got blasted in
Got
there.
blown in. You're free to run.
You're free to run. You're free to roam about the cabin.
You can pretty much go anywhere with a double move. Since you're 60 feet.
He's asleep. That works.
It's a double moving.
Oh, it's exactly 120 feet.
Nice.
All right. Jig, you're up.
I don't have that quick of a movement.
I don't think anyone does.
5,
Hell, Gore doesn't even have that good of movement.
30.
Well, we got 5 rounds.
40. Okay, I'm done.
All right. Ingrahild. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Umlo. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. OG.
Wait, question, Josh.
Answer.
15, 20,
If the door
30,
is
35, 40.
if the door is open, it's not going to trigger the crossbow, because that's what I was worried about. That's why I was going up instead of down.
Yeah, so I just going this way because there's nobody's in the way. It's empty. Remember, no one reloaded it. So
Is that a quicker
I
route?
mean, this guy could have potentially. Yeah, I think it's a little quicker to go this way.
yeah. But also, it's aimed at this. It's aimed at this door, not this door.
That doesn't mean. I know that doesn't mean if you're not walking towards the other door, it doesn't go off.
Oh,
That's what I'm
yeah. You
saying.
guys never figured out how the trap works. But it was you'd have to have reset the. It was a string trap, so you'd have to reset the rope.
I don't think it was reloaded anyways.
Yeah, and that door.
mean, we
This
didn't-
door's open, so.
Yeah, I didn't look to see if it was reloaded when I was flying by, but
Okay.
actually I think it went up.
Oh, I forgot. I can. You guys know his name, so I can.
Lockmar?
Yeah, Lockmore. You guys can see what it is.
Is he last?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Okay. Round 4.
Sicky.
There we go. Get more of the battlefield into view here.
Still flying.
Yes. So since you were moving while you're flying, you have to keep going down because you can't 180. That requires a fly check of like 25 or something like that. Because if you think about it, flying, like you're moving, so unless you land, you got to keep your momentum going. You can't just stop midair like a hummingbird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But I was just wondering if I was still flying.
you are. We never did a hover check for your fireball, but you need to roll lower than a natural 4. So
No, I thought he did.
no, he just launched it.
Oh,
I did
thought he
do
rolled
one,
a-
but
Yeah, it was
I
for
thought he
the.
rolled a 5.
Maybe it was for that. I don't know. That was so long ago.
I'll just stop flying
Okay.
and just run.
That'd probably be easier.
I think I can make it to here.
Okay. Kabor, you're up.
Are you going to attack him, or are you gonna wait for everybody to get in there? Because if you attack
I think we
him,
should
you
interrogate. I thought we should interrogate him.
Oh, you don't want a coup de grace?
Not really.
You can tie him up.
Do we have anything to tie him up with?
We have the string from the trap.
Yep.
Could also just limp lash him while he's unconscious for 4 rounds. Should lose most of his stats that way.
He'll wake up after the first round, but
Will he?
yeah.
And it's a string. It's not a rope. It's a string. So I don't know how much a string is going to.
I mean, it's not like a little like dental floss, dude. It's got to be like a
It's pretty thin.
somewhat of a rope. It's got to be. I mean, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's gotta be strong enough to pull a trigger, so it's not like Garbo.
Yeah,
But-
but he's a dwarf.
He's 700 years old almost, homie. Like,
My point
turn
is,
is it?
I bet you he's
Jared's
turn.
strong. I don't think getting out of a string tied around him is going to be that much of an issue.
okay. Whose turn?
Okay.
Is that just if he moves?
Yep. If he moves, he gets 3,000 holes
Diamond
put in.
sprayed? Oh my god.
All right.
So
Drake, you're up.
what we could do is, Cicatrix, you said you have a spiderweb thing. We could like try to, toss that onto the ceiling and then use the end of the other silk to like tie him over that and like interrogate him.
Trying to get this to look more broken.
Yes, no, yes.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
needs
I
to be
think-
grappled. But he can break 3 if he wants. Like if he tried to, he could just break free in a round.
Yeah, but then he would fall. 30
Well,
feet
like, oh, you want me to? Oh, just put it over
the pit. Yeah, over the pit.
I don't think 30 feet's really gonna do much to him, honestly.
You're gonna cocoon him over the pit?
30 feet landing on his head?
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it Ingrahill's turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Then unload.
Okay. Okay. I mean, if you don't think so, then that's fine. I was just.
OG.
I'm trying to.
I mean, you guys will have a couple rounds to think about it.
I mean, I don't think fall damage does that much damage.
The first 10 feet is no damage, and after that's 1d6 for every 10 feet.
Guess it'd be 2d6.
So it'd be 1d6. The first 10's free.
Yeah, then 20. I thought it was 30 feet down.
It's 20 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, because Jared's diamond spray is 20 feet. So. In a cone. All right.
I mean,
I'm good.
I think Limp Lash wouldn't wake him up because it doesn't do any damage.
It's draining you, though.
So,
I think you'd feel that. You ever woken up from, like, feeling like you got to puke?
yeah, but it's not rousing him.
Well, let me read sleep while you do that. It's your turn, by the way.
Well, if it's kind of a pertinent thing if I want to do it now or not. 'Cause
Okay.
It ends immediately if the creature takes damage.
When you lose con, you take damage. You lose health.
Is that the same as taking damage? Losing total health?
I don't see why not.
Well, the 2 different numbers.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, never mind. I misread something. Oh. Sleep only works up to 4 hit dice. That's low.
You're looking at sleep, not slumber.
Oh, that's
Sleep's a spell.
right. Okay.
This text can affect your creature of any HD.
Okay. That would explain my confusion.
Yeah. It says it falls into a sleep as per the sleep spell, but it's different stipulations.
Yeah, any hit dice.
I guess that'd be a GM call whether, because it's 2 different. There's total health and then current health. But I think taking away from the total health damages the current health, or just
I mean, technically it would go down, but like in my I was thinking about like Magic the Gathering, for example. Those are, it's very nitpicky in terms take damage and like, you know, con. Now, does it do con damage or does it do con drain? Because if it does con damage, then I'll say that takes damage because that's
the
technically
1d6
damage.
penalty. Whatever a penalty is.
A penalty?
Strength target takes 1d6 penalty to his strength, dexterity, and constitution.
Now I gotta look up.
That wording does not help.
That doesn't help at all.
So
Alright.
on another subject, there is the people who are in the next room who have the silk around them. Maybe we could undo the silk and then tie him with that.
So Scott, the only question I have is like the magic barrier. Does it work on us too? Since we just walked through it, so like if we walk through it again, are we kicked out? Like I'm curious. I don't know. Like
I think
I know
it's
you
more
had-
find out.
designated I think
What's
it's more
that?
designated for him.
That's what I was thinking too. That he was
Okay.
cursed.
Okay, yeah, I'm just curious. Like I don't care either way. I was just trying to.
I mean, yeah, we could get because it's like spider silk or something, right? They got some pretty strong webbing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what do we know what the trap? Is it made out of rope or is it made out of that spider web?
No, it was made of a thin thread.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, Scott's right. We need to use the spider silk. But does anyone want to run and go grab it? Is the question.
Or I mean, I don't know.
Need someone with like something sharp to actually cut
Like
it.
you have a sickle.
Yeah, I'm also
Or
the
what?
fastest.
I mean, I'm trying to just think of like things that could restrain him. Like if we had a big, I don't know, pillar or something, we could like lay it over top of him or something. I mean, I don't know his strength, but
Could Umlo go big and then just sit on him?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess yeah. We just take his weapons. Put some.
Well, I
in
mean, he probably has the strong arm, so you could just push him off with the robot arm or whatever.
Couldn't we take the arm back?
The hand?
I don't think you would wake him
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, just
I mean,
coup de
you were
grace
like
wrist.
weren't you a doctor or something?
No,
Me?
No, cicatrix.
not a doctor, just a connoisseur of cutting.
Witch doctor, I guess.
Yeah.
Hi, Buck. Hey, Buck. Hey, Buck.
So I guess, are you gonna go get the silk then, Bloodsy? Or
I do have another question. If he's asleep, do they get saves?
Yeah.
Is it disadvantage or just regular?
Reflex saves are absolutely destroyed, but the other two are fine.
Oh, really? Okay. What's the verdict on the?
Oh, yeah, he won't
Sleep.
wake up.
He won't wake up.
Not that I could tell, because it doesn't specifically say damage, and everyone, it's like split 50-50. And my rules lawyer self saying he's not taking damage by a word of the spell. So,
Well, you
are
want me to
going
just?
limp lash?
I can just limp lash him and.
Doesn't he like go unconscious though after a while?
No, he's just paralyzed. From
Oh, I thought
neck
he
down.
I thought he goes unconscious.
I mean, that'd be a really hilarious way to deal with this guy is leave him in his undead prison.
I guess I'll just walk up here and. What is? Let me look up limp lash. Oh, there's
Isn't it 10 feet or is it 5 feet?
It's 20 feet, but
Are you gonna take his weapon, or are you limp lashing him?
I mean, someone else can take his weapon. I want
Who's
to limp
second?
lash him.
Gabor?
Yeah. This is a ranged touch attack. Is that just
So you gotta roll to hit.
He's asleep.
if I miss this? Yeah, does he get penalties for this? Or do I get advantage or something?
Well, it's touch, so it just ignores his armor anyways. Yeah, I mean, even without bonuses, you got it. So
Okay. And 1d6
So
each.
And then I would instruct
oof.
Kabor to go take the spear.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's taken 5 of everything so far.
Yep.
Okay.
What was that? What was that?
He's all yours, boys.
Good boy, you're up. You gonna take his weapon?
Did you call back to him, Cicatrix?
I mean, I just said do whatever you want to him.
All right, Kawar's gonna go and grab the really long spear. All right. I mean, that thing is like 10
How
feet.
tall is that?
Yeah, it's
Is
like
it 10
12,
feet?
10, 12 feet long. So it's like literally you're clacking against the wall right now. It's like 10 feet, I think. Because it gives you 10 feet of reach. So it would make sense
Yeah.
that it's 10 feet or like 12 for that little bit of grip. So, all right. Drake, you're up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
All right.
Don't worry, everybody. It's taken care of.
Whoa. I think that was 40. My screen derped out, so. Okay, so we now have them completely surrounded. This is supposed to be a hard fight, and that's not the case anymore. All right. Limp Lash him again, I guess. Okay.
Yikes. Was this round?
He's got
He has
2
one more
left.
round.
Yeah, one more full, and then he wakes up after that.
All right.
So does anyone else want to do anything, or are we just going to feel free to move around if you want
You
to?
guys can still time up if you
I'm
want.
gonna ready an action. I'm gonna knock an arrow.
Hey, who
for
has
when he
rope?
wakes up.
Nobody has
Does
rope.
anybody? Nobody has rope.
They might have rope, not Grumpkins.
Uh,
But that's what my idea was, to go get the
Yeah.
silk.
they do not have rope.
Well, you can go get the silk.
I mean,
Preoccupado.
by the time I
Yeah,
go
you're-
and get it and come back, he's going to be awake, and we're not going to be
I
able
have a net.
I mean, he can just wake up and hit the whip.
What?
If
Yeah,
he-
he can.
He can just wake up and destroy the whip if he's not tied
That's what
up.
I'm saying. Is I think Kabor needs to go. Kabor doesn't have like a sharp thing though.
He has
Yeah.
a scimitar.
He has a scimitar. How about that? Well, that would just burn the. That would just burn it.
It's a flaming scimitar.
I have a net.
I mean, he's got the huge spear now in his hands. He could cut with that.
That'd be very trying to like a boom arm trying to cut it. Who's trying
I have
to
a
do
net.
it?
I have a net.
It's technically Kabor's turn, but
I don't think a net's gonna do anything.
It might. I mean,
I mean, his
depending on-
strength is gonna be so low.
Yeah, depending on the type of net, it could be pretty thick.
It's like a fisherman's net.
Yeah, well, his strength is already drained 6 points.
That's -3, right?
Yeah.
Then time up with that.
So, and then we still have a whole round left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's time up with that.
Is he allowed
I'm
to
gonna
get
use
rid of
my-
it when he's prone? Like, what can you do when you're prone?
You can stand up. I mean, you can still like punch and stuff. You just have a penalty.
Okay.
Why? Can you break the lash by punching it, or punching you?
Yeah, no, the whip has health.
Oh. Is it a range?
20 feet.
Okay.
That's why
Okay,
you
then-
need to switch with one of us.
Well, I'm right next to him.
That's what I'm saying. Is if it has 20 feet of range, you need to be like 10 feet away.
All right. AJ, if you cast right point blank, that's gonna provoke.
Move.
So you can get like across the
Yeah.
way, like over here.
Yeah, you took his spear, which is...
Yeah. What do you want to do with the spear? You want to like yeet it into the pit, or
Throw it in the pit. Throw it in the pit.
No. What?
No,
you can
that's from
hold on
Parks
to
and
it.
Rec.
Yeah, he's just going to hold it.
okay? It's pretty heavy.
I would give it to one of the Nargrimkins.
I don't think they're going to have expertise in that kind of weapon.
It's a large size weapon, so nobody can wield it properly because it's too big.
Just throw it to the side then.
Yeah, you can just lay it down next to
Like
it.
put it in the corner or something.
No. Then put it behind the magical barrier. Then.
Oh. Hold on to it? He's just holding it.
All right, so it's way back there, so he's far away.
Okay.
Because who's to say it can't go through the magical barrier too? Because it is his thing. So, okay. Does anyone else want to do anything before? Like,
I guess I'll get up in there and tie him up in the net.
okay, Angry Held and Umlo can help you with that.
Cicatrix, I think you should switch with me.
Well, next round he can step back.
Yeah, I'm only worried about, him leaving. But
I mean, there's a lot of bodies in the way.
Yeah. If something happens and he tries to get up, then it'll provoke, and
yeah, that's a good idea. You're right. We'll just switch.
I can.
Okay, so we'll say he's tied up. How do you tie him up? Give me some flavor.
Okay, so I cast the net like I did on the side of the boat going down the river with my comrades, fishing for, cod in the morning.
Okay.
Then I took the end of it and fashioned like a hog tie around the bottom, so therefore he couldn't escape from the bottom.
So his feet's bound, is what you're saying?
Yeah, so like feet and like arm, like kind of arms. So like it was more of like a serpentine kind of knot. So you kind of like
Are his
start from
hands
the
behind
top and
him,
work your way
like handcuffs?
like on the near his sides.
Okay,
I
so
wouldn't
he
say
okay,
behind
okay,
him.
I
So
got
he's
you.
Like
Yeah,
a mummy.
Is he on his
almost.
back
So,
or on his belly?
on his back?
Okay.
So he's prone.
Yep.
Some 50 Shades of Grey type shit.
Yeah. And then I fashioned a bull's knot, so it's actually the strongest one for sailing. And voila, you have a little cocoon of dwarven madman laying on the ground.
All right. he's just wrapped up. Do you have his head or his feet by you?
His feet are by me.
Okay, so
and
exactly
the
how
head
he's
is
standing
facing
there.
Dragonia. Yes. Yep.
Okay, so that way Dragonia can just slam his skull in if necessary.
Correct. Yeah, she has the great sword after all. So.
Right.
Don't break his jaw. We need him to talk.
All right, Sticky. Oof.
5 more.
Brutal. Okay, anyone else want to do anything? Because next round he's waking up.
I will switch out into my battle axe and ready in action.
To beat him if he does anything.
Malicious.
Okay. All right, next round.
Okay.
He's last, so Sticky, you get another free blast on him.
So he woke up that round?
He'll be waking up.
This round?
Yeah, he'll be waking up, I guess, on your turn, but he can't do anything till his turn, so.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
All right, it's a
Nice.
grand total of 15.
Nothing go below 1. And
So what's his
any-
what's the hit? Strength
strength, dex, and con.
Okay. So
And
one
once
of those
any
hit.
of those
Yeah, one
hit
hit.
one,
One hit one.
he's paralyzed from his neck down.
Okay, so he's paralyzed.
Okay.
He just hit it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Full use of the senses, including pain, and can speak.
Dang, I had a really cool plan. If you guys didn't get him perfectly down to one, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have done much, but it would have been cool. But yeah, now he's just completely paralyzed.
Oh, were you gonna have him roll down?
That's
glass?
exactly what I was gonna do. He's gonna roll down.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, and it would have broken the leash.
Yeah.
So, man, wouldn't that have been cool? That's why I asked specifically where he was laying, how you tied him
Yeah.
up. I was literally just gonna have him roll off the edge.
Yeah, because tying him like a mummy, he could still roll.
Mhm.
But if he was like hog-tied, it would be harder.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's why
like-
that's why I asked Andrew. And he's like,
Yeah.
hands at his sides. I was like, okay, great.
Yeah, I was gonna have him hogtied. That's what I would have done.
It's okay. I mean, he still could have rolled it. It just would have been harder.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, he
Gray.
is paralyzed. So
Ooh.
essentially, this combat is over because he's now permanently paralyzed until he rests for 3 days. So
Really?
yeah, you gain 1 back a day.
Well, once the limp lash breaks, he gets all his stuff back.
Oh,
He just goes right back to your.
how long does the lash last?
As long as I hold it.
Okay, does he keep decreasing anymore, or is it since 1 hit 1 it
Um,
stops?
I don't think it-
Because that's also important.
I don't think it doesn't say it stops. It's just once.
Okay,
one
so
hits-
we're just gonna say it just goes straight down to 1 for all 3 of those.
Okay.
All right, so his health doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he lost 40 total hit points, or 38 total hit points from that drain. So,
Nice.
yep.
All right. Speak away.
Yeah, you guys want to talk to him? Cicatrix is focusing on the limp lash, so
So are we? So combat is officially over.
yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say as long as the lash is still going, which I'm just gonna assume it is, he's essentially stuck there. So
Okay.
someone else wants to interrogate him while Cicatrix is concentrating on his limp lash.
Is
Okay.
there concentration in Pathfinder?
There is.
Would it say if it was a concentration spell?
I think so. I mean, you can talk to him if you want to. I was just
No, I don't want to.
I was just doing it for flavor reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that just reminded me of that.
He's just staring him down.
No, he should. I don't think you should be able to talk to him if you're in Limp Lash. Like, you should be focusing on that.
That's fine. He's not gonna talk anyways.
You
He
can
said.
still do it with Limp Lash.
All right, what do you want to talk to him about? He's chilling.
Why did you defile the crypt and take away the hand and the weapon of the giant slayer?
Power.
You're 700 years old. What are you gonna do?
But I had this hand 700 years ago.
How are you still alive?
I do not know. I've been cursed by the gods. I'm assuming.
Did Tornag curse you?
Torag?
Yeah, Torag. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I would assume so. But I do not know.
What do you mean you had it 700 years ago?
Well, 639.
Yeah. Have you
So
just?
you've been rotting in here for over 600 years.
Yes.
And you just took it off his body at the very beginning and just been waiting this whole time?
I thought it would help me break out.
Did you eat the king?
Are you talking about
The giant slayer,
Nargrim?
Nargrim. Did you eat Nargrim?
Yes, I still feel hunger.
Why would you defile him like that?
Well, I've been imprisoned in here for 600 years. Why would anyone would do the same?
I mean, if you're cursed, you don't need to eat.
I still feel hunger. Do you not
That's
get the
a
urge to
fact,
eat when you're hungry?
No, not really. I suppress it.
We dwarves cannot do that.
Huh. That is why you have a rotting leg and a robot arm.
I do not know this robot word you speak of, but it is made of pure steel.
Why'd you lock us in instead of asking for our help to get out?
Well, I figured the door, since it was open, I could just walk on out, and no one would be the wiser to telling me that I've been freed.
What were you gonna do when you got out?
Live.
Are you sure that when you walked out of that door, you wouldn't just immediately die?
It was a risk I was willing to take. Death would be better than this eternal punishment.
We can make that happen if you want.
At this point, it would be my honor.
What did you have against Nargrim?
His power, I was jealous of it.
So that's why you spread feces all over the paintings?
I was angry.
Where were you hiding when we came in here?
Oh, I was downstairs. When I heard you move the door, which is a sound I've not heard in what seems like eons, I ran up and unlocked the door and left it slightly cracked, so that way you all would find the way down there so I could trap you. And I just watched you from the rooms on either side. None of you rolled a perception check high enough to see me.
Has anyone else tried to get down here to where you were? Have you heard of any knocking on the doors or anything like that?
Every so often, my time is unknown to me anymore. But I have heard attempts to break in, but no one has been successful in a long, long time.
Do you know anything about the druid does turned into a spider or part spider? And all the spiders that were on the path down here?
I know not what you speak of.
He couldn't because the door was blocked by runes.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were like talking through the wall to get him out.
The two dwarves that are with us are kin of the long line of Nagrims, and they have come to claim the steel hand and the spear.
What was that?
You are aware.
You're just
What?
talking about like people coming in. Okay, sorry.
He's just talking about the Nagrimkins.
I thought I missed a question, so I was like, "Oh, sorry."
No,
That
I was
was
talking
more
about
like-
the two dwarfs that are traveling with us are descendants of Nargrim, and they are here to claim what is rightfully theirs: the steel hand and the spear.
The spear is yours for the taking, but I'm afraid this hand cannot be removed except by the wearer or death.
Take it off then.
I am tied up.
Are you willing to part with it?
No,
I'm
Nargrim
willing to
is
part with
not.
life.
I think we should kill him, if anything. Nargrimkins, would you, Umlo and Grahild, would you like how would you like to remove this steel hand that he has that was your descendants?
So
Would you like to cut it off?
so Ingerhild and Ingerhild's gonna kind of pull Orok back, like get in front of him. We'll say Elmo's right next to her, even though I can't put them all on the same tile. And they look down at him with like heated anger in their eyes. And Elmo's got a hammer, so he's not gonna be really cutting off anything with that. But Ingerhild's got her war axes, so she can chop it off. But you have the arms pinned to his side, so she's not gonna be able to cut it without slicing into him.
Is that a
I mean,
problem for her?
he's limp lashed, so he's not gonna move. So we can just remove the net, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to cut the net down? Like, does Drake like cut the net off?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
we
might
can
as
just
well.
cut his arm off unless they have another plan. I mean, I don't mind taking a great sword to it.
Well, yeah, she's willing to cut it off, but
She just like, can you just cut the net off? Is what they're asking.
yeah, and kind of like
They're asking me.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll cut the net. I don't.
yeah, she's sitting there sharpening her blade. And
Yeah, I'll
Elmo,
cut the net.
all right, Elmo will take her other axe, so they each have an axe.
And to the gallows.
Yep. Lie him down, and actually no, we'll have Elmo hold on to the hammer, and Ingerhild will get right to the hand, and she'll chop at it. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Just boom, ting! And you see this metal hand like wiggle around for a second, and then just goes cold, and then all the flesh that was attached where like the little stump of the hand was turns to ash, and it's just a metal hand sitting there. And
He can feel that, right? Though?
yes, but he doesn't even cry out in pain.
I wonder if he even feels pain.
So yeah, I'll just explain flavor wise. My whole existence is pain. Every part of my body has been broken and bruised to get my way out of that cage. I had to break bones and rip organs to essentially slide my way out. And
so you were in the cage, not the weapon.
right
Where was the spear?
next to the casket.
So you had the strength to bend the bars and get out.
He essentially kept like breaking his using all his strength to the point where he broke his bones and ripped his muscle, and then would wait like months to heal, and then do that again and again and over with until eventually it broke open.
I mean, he had 600 years.
Yeah. So because of that, he's literally in constant pain. So like when you cut, like everything is constantly hurting, like as if it was broken. So when you cut into it, like cut his hand off, it's like the same thing essentially.
What was in the room with the crossbows? There was a bunch of urn and your shit, but there was urns and other things in there that seemed to be of memorial purposes.
I have spoken enough. End my existence.
Did you have any kids?
He doesn't say anything.
We could tell them about you, good or bad.
He just stares at you.
Tell them about who?
Don't you want the power of Lockmore to live on? The one who took the hand and wielded the weapon of the Giant Slayer?
The real power is in the memory of you living on.
He doesn't say anything. He just stares at all of you.
All right, now, Grimkins, do you want to...
Yeah, Umlo's like, all right, I've had enough of this.
Yep.
And
Comes up-
smashes him.
Yeah, comes up with Agravash, lines up his skull, and right when he's getting ready to smack the hammer down, Lockmore stares up to the ceiling. I was about to make a freedom Braveheart joke, but but he stares up and to the ceiling, and then as the hammer comes down, he closes his eyes, and you see what looks like maybe a smile on his face, and as soon as the hammer hits his skull, he just shatters into dust.
It was much sadder of a fight than I was thinking.
I mean, you guys blew a bunch of big spells to kill him, so it's like essentially the same thing, except he just didn't get a chance to fight back.
No, it's just me.
Yeah, he used a fireball. Well, Jared used a diamond spray to break the glass.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he say? I missed all that.
He just looked up to the sky and smiled as he got
Smashed. Yep.
honestly good for him.
All right.
He had some really cool powers too that I couldn't use.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like a big fight, so.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a huge fight, but I mean, nothing I could do. Like,
How much health did he have?
100.
Jeez.
Jeez. I was gonna say because dwarves are normally pretty beefy.
Also, due to his undying, like his immortality, he had fast healing 10. So every turn he healed 10 health. So if you
Oh my
knocked,
God.
yeah, so if you knocked him below 0, he'd just come back again.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you'd have
So
to
you
do
had
like
you had
negative
you had
10.
it.
you had to drop him.
Yeah.
They had to drop him to his complete negative, and his con's 22. So you had to drop him to negative 23 to kill him.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he was amazing, and he had this special ability that he got from his curse that he could use to like curse you all at the same time, and I couldn't use it.
Jesus.
But I mean, that's the story.
That's D&D for you.
All right. So as he crumbles to dust, you see that a few of the things like drop that are still solid.
Non-organic.
Yeah. So Ingerhild notices something particular, and she reaches out and grabs it. And it's a platinum beard clasp. And it's still attached to Nargrim's beard that got cut off. He had it in his pocket.
Oh.
So she takes that and she's like, maybe we have this.
Of course,
All
you can
yours.
have all these.
Bitch, I don't care what you take.
So if you guys look at it, it is a cloud with a castle on top of it. It looks like it's like flying through the air.
Why would he have that? I don't think dwarves are really known for
Castles in the sky.
castles in the sky.
Maybe he was a huge Hayao Miyazaki fan.
Yeah, I mean, who isn't?
Did he have armor?
Oh, he had all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to see go through his ashes?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Sure. Can I? Hold on. I need a pen. I don't have a pen.
I mean, we could take one of those urns and put his ashes and bring it back to his family, but
They're all shattered.
yeah, we could scoop it up, put it in a cup,
A bag.
little bag,
Sit on the street.
little dime bag of ashes.
This is all so bad.
Thank
It's
you.
like always this way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Did you get food or something?
I got a pen.
You got a pen.
Who was that?
That's my aunt.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's got a masterwork breastplate, the spear, the steel hand, obviously.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go to another page.
Let me know when you're ready.
Masterwork breastplate.
Masterwork breastplate, the spear.
What's the name of the spear?
You guys would have to check it out.
Okay.
It does have a name.
I'm sure the Grimkins would.
And then the steel hand.
Yep.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
3 gold rings that were tied around his beard. They're worth 50 gold each if you want to write that down. And then I already mentioned the castle on top of the cloud, but you gave that to Ingrid Numlow. It was worth 1,300 gold pieces, by the way.
Well, they can have it for all the help they've done.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's all that's up here, yeah.
That's all that's up here.
Yep.
So we should go raid downstairs.
I mean, there's a whole crypt, so I'm assuming there's a lot of stuff.
I mean, you guys were rudely interrupted in your exploration of downstairs.
Well, there was also that armor. What was his armor called?
Oh, that is called the Giant's Nail Scale Mail.
Giant's nail.
Scale mail.
Scale mail.
Yeah, because it's made from giant nails. I'll take a picture of it and post it into the Discord. It looks cool. It'll also have all the stats on it. Oh, that's my ugly face. Yikes.
Okay.
I just want to say real quick, the Grimpkins, I believe it is only right that you guys have first claim to any and all of what has been on this person.
In this crypt as well.
Yes, it's the only right thing to do.
Well, we will gladly exchange the armor that you've so kindly let me wear for my ancestors' armor, as I would feel more honored to wear what he wore as a remembrance of him.
So
Is
you'd
he talking
rather
about like the
Yeah, so he's gonna hand you back Agramosh and Oskroth's armor and take the spear and the giant snail scale mail, if that's okay with you guys, because he wants to honor his ancestor by wielding the same things that
What's
he did.
the spear called? Can we at least
Spear,
know what
yeah.
it
So he
does?
picks it up and reads it in ancient dwarven. It says heart spit.
Ooh.
Does it got any goodies on it?
It's got some magical properties.
Can I do a spellcraft check on it?
Sure, Rolly.
Oh, it's paused on 20 on my screen.
25.
Okay, so this is a 10,310 gold piece valued large long spear. It was fun fact, just since you guys will never know this, it was taken from the dead hands of a taiga giant named Nevaraka. It is a +1 Giant's Bane long spear. It's 10 feet long with a 2-foot long barbed iron head. I can send you a picture of this too. It can skewer an opponent, lodging beneath the flesh and holding fast. On a confirmed critical hit with the spear, Heartspit's wielder can attempt a combat maneuver check to grapple the target as a free action. When the grapple is broken, the target takes 4d6 points of slashing damage as the spear's barbed head rips the flesh free.
Wow.
Yikes.
Got a crit for it, though.
But
Still, like,
it gives you
that's-
10 feet of reach, but it's
That's
large.
disgusting. That's
So-
I
disgusting.
feel like most large weapons would have 10 feet, right?
Yeah. So you guys,
So
none of you guys
I'm,
will be able to wield it because it's large. And then there's also the
Are you
matter
gonna
of
fashion
the
hand?
the steel hand that's sitting on the ground.
Are you gonna
I mean,
fashion
that's-
the hand?
So they stare at it, and Ingrid lifts it up. She says, "Legend says that the only way to wield this hand is to offer one of your own. We would be honored to wield his hand, but at the same time, you have helped us. You saved our lives. So if anybody would like to honor us in taking this steel hand, please let me be the one to cut yours off."
What does it do? Let's get some info on this. I'll fucking cut my hand off.
Yeah, then you wouldn't need a bracer
No,
on one
but-
arm.
but I think wouldn't Umlo need to use that to wield the weapon?
He wasn't necessarily gonna like wield it in battle. He just wants to
You're
have
probably
it.
just gonna honor
He's
it.
just keeping
Yeah.
it.
Can I do like a spellcraft check on that too?
Yeah. Go ahead. It's not an easy one.
Oh, 16.
Jared, do it. God damn it. Do it, Kabor. Roll that natty 20.
Ooh.
That's how that
Ooh.
works.
What's
He's
this?
gotta have like plus 10. 1, 12 plus 12. That's a 30.
DC 30.
Oh,
This is a level 20 minor artifact.
what?
Yes.
Can you even wield it if you're not the right level?
Yes.
Oh my god, what does it do?
It's so valuable, it has no price because it's an artifact. All right. Forged from solid steel, this magically animated prosthetic hand is elaborately sculpted down to the finest detail. It actually looks really cool. Nargrim's steel hand can be used to replace the normal hand of any humanoid creature. It can't be worn in addition to an already existing hand. When attached to the wrist stump of a living humanoid creature, Nargrim's steel hand magically forms a permanent bond to the wearer's flesh and nerves. Once the hand is bonded to the wearer's wrists, the wearer gains full control over the hand as if it was part of his own body. The hand has a full range of motion and functions as a normal hand. While worn, Nargrim's steel hand grants its wearer a +2 enhancement bonus to strength, which takes 24 hours to take effect. So it gives you a +2 modifier to your strength permanently.
Okay.
And a +5 bonus to CMD against disarm attempts. In addition, the wearer can wield weapons of one size category larger than the wearer's size without penalty and without altering the weapon's designation as a light, one-handed, or two-handed weapon. For example, a medium creature wearing Nargrim's steel hand could wield a large long spear as a two-handed weapon without any penalty. However, whenever the wearer of the hand is within line of sight of any creature with the giant bloodline subtype, he must succeed at a DC 15 will save or become compelled to attack the giant as if the suggestion spell. This cannot be broken until the target is destroyed.
Slain. Yep.
Once bonded to a wearer, Nargrim's steel hand cannot be removed except by the wearer or after the wearer's death.
Wow.
May I walk up to Ingerhild?
Yep. Yeah, this guy's toast McGhost. He's just dust, so I can get rid of him.
In a private conversation.
You wanna step through the
when
doors
we
over
go
there?
Yeah. And I'll go into a different room with you.
Oh. All right.
Saucy.
Yeah, door's closed. All right. What you got? Yeah, so Ingerhill's just sitting there. You want Umlo to come in there too?
No, just
Just Ingerhill? All right.
sister. Thank you. We have traveled on this road together for a while, and we've been through some troubling times, but I feel like you and I have built this bond together.
Aye.
And with at the fort, I felt like it grew, and when you wanted to charge in alone, I convinced you to stay with the group so we could find your brother, and I feel like I had a large part of that. I know that this steel hand is a artifact that is very sacred in dwarven history, and I
Aye.
would be honored if you would cut my arm or cut my hand and wear it in your honor and your grandfather's honor.
She grabs you by like the waist. Since that's about as high as you can reach. And she says, "Sister of Steel, it would be my honor." And she like kind of pulls you down so that way you kind of get like kneel on the ground. And you put your hand out, like outstretched. And Yeah, she
Let's
goes
go real
she
quick.
she kind of sneaks like goes and grabs Umlo so that way he can help out with this. So he kind of braces your arm.
Which hand did Nargrim have?
Oh, it's his right hand.
Did he wear it on? Then I will honor it by taking my right hand as well.
Okay. So she lines it up. She has some like part of her shirt. She kind of like wraps it in your mouth for you to bite down on. And she says,
Thank you, sister. This is an honor.
"Are you ready?"
Mm-hmm.
All right. And she goes and she cuts your hand off, dealing. See here, we'll roll it so that way they can see it. This will be more dramatic. All right, 16 plus what's her bonus? So 20 points of damage. And the hand, she like sets it down where your now stump of an arm is, and it like crawls over to your limb, like lines itself up and attaches. And as it does, like you see like molten steel just kind of wrap around your arm and kind of grow up your arm. You can see like your nerves and blood vessels just like kind of coagulate with this steel kind of like melting around it. And after about 3 or 4 minutes of this like growing on your arm, you're able to move it around.
Thank you, sister. This is a great honor, and this has been extremely lucky that we have been able to have you on this journey, and Umlo, you as well. I'm so glad that we could reunite you two and help you to the Mindspin Mountains and honor your great dwarven history.
It has been a pleasure to serve with you. She reaches down and picks up your now lifeless hand, real one, that's on the ground, and she wraps it up in like this cloth that she has, and she's like, I'm going to lay this hand at the stump of our ancestor as a symbol of his hand being passed on. Would you accompany us down?
Yes.
Okay, so we can go back to the other room then, because we're gonna open the door. Okay. So all of a sudden the door opens up after like 5 or 6 minutes of you guys just them talking in there, and you see, in front is Ingrahild holding a bloody rag in her hands, and then Dragonia with a steel hand fashioned to her right arm, and then Umlo behind. And they aren't really saying anything. They just kind of walking towards the back. And Umlo says to meet everyone come downstairs. So I can just warp everyone down there.
Okay.
Looking spiffy there, Dragonia. Boop, boop, boop. Down the stairs.
I got you, Jordan. Okay. Where'd Jard go? Into the darkness.
We can have a full resurgence of Nargrim. Armor, weapon, and hand. Bring it all back together.
Yeah, so
Switch deities, too.
So Umlo has taken off the other armor and is now wearing the giant snail scale mail, and he has he's like holding Heartspit up with as much strength as he can. It's like reaching all the way to the ceiling pretty much. And Ingrahild goes over to the body of Nargrim and goes to where his arm stump is and opens up the cloth, and you can see Dragonia's hand there. And she lays it on the cloth in the spot where his hand would have been. It says, from one generation to the next, this is a symbol of our unity passing down the generations. May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
You know that's really going to confuse some archaeologists in the future.
Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted to do. And so they turned to you and like, we are going to stay here and pray for a while. But you are free to grab anything else that is left around here and take it as your own. If you find something of the Nargrim name, please let us know first in case we would like to take it back to our family. But we have no need of such possessions as beyond what we already have. And we will rest here for a while. All right. So you guys are free to loot down here. If you want, you can take 20, which is about an hour, and it's like rolling a natural 20 on your perception check. And that should be enough
just
for you
do that.
guys. Yeah, that should be
Yeah,
enough
let's
for you
just
guys
do
to
that.
find literally everything. Okay. So there's a ton of stuff, actually. And I'll explain where it was. So in the corners of the rooms and in some of the pots and stuff, hold on. How do I do this? Oh, there we go. What? Okay. Sorry. All right, so multiple things. So there's a bunch of like cloths and stuff, like he wrapped around her head, or like wrapped in poop and stuff, to kind of make it hard to find. But Scott, you ready? This is a lot of stuff. Okay. So in front of you, you have 4 rolled up pieces of cloth, 2 dookie balls, essentially just poop balls, and then everything else is just like random assortments of stuff. So does anybody want to open anything in particular? They all look really old and kind of gross. So.
I'll open a dookie ball.
All right, you're opening up a dookie ball. You ready?
Yep.
All right, you find a bronze abacus with hematite beads worth 600 gold pieces.
Are you writing this down, Scott?
Abacus?
Yeah, it's the things you count with.
Whatever, 600.
Yep. A large drinking horn. A little gross now. Engraved with entwining oak leaves and silver inlays, worth 135 gold pieces. And an ivory measuring rod with carved dwarven numbers, worth 25 gold pieces. So that's one dookie ball.
What was that worth?
25.
Only 25?
Yep.
You said it was an ivory measuring?
Ivory measuring rod, carved with dwarven numbers. Just a
So
fancy
it's for,
measuring
like an
stick.
alchemy kit? Like an alchemy kit?
I don't know what it's for, to be honest with you. That's one dookie ball. Anyone else want to open up anything? Do you? What do you want to open up? A dookie ball? All right, Jared wants the other dookie ball. All right, you find an obsidian statuette of a female fire giant. That's fitting. Worth 250 gold pieces. A wooden box containing a set of 8 bronze measuring weights, from a fourth of an ounce up to 5 ounces. And they're carved to resemble squatting goblins. Those are worth 130 gold pieces. So they look like they're pooping, I guess. And you also find a sack, and that holds 400 copper pieces. All right. So there's now 4 rolled up, like kind of gross looking.
Statue.
It's like cloth, like wrapped up. It's all like yellowy brown and gross looking. There's 4 of them.
I'll open one up.
What did you say? 8 bronze measuring what?
8 bronze measuring are, yeah, 8
Weights. They're
8
like,
bronze measuring weights.
They're like counterbalance weights that you put on like a scale.
Yeah, they're used to get exact measurements for like alchemy and stuff. And they're cut to resemble squatting goblins. They're worth 130 gold pieces.
You also use them to find like how much like ingot you need to start smelting stuff, like that kind of thing.
Right.
So
All right. So, Cicatrix said he'd like to open up one of the cloth wrappings. Does anybody else want to, or is he gonna open up all of them? There's 4.
I'll open up.
Jared wants one as well.
All right. Do you each want
I'll
one?
open up one. Sure.
Okay.
Sounds great.
This is gonna be like Christmas. All right. So here I'm gonna have them like you guys are out. They're over here. You guys can be like. Feels weird like having you all sit in the casket. So I'm gonna move you over here. There we go. You guys are like sitting down, collecting your loot. Because they're over there praying. I feel like that was kind of like rude to be like Christmas time,
Yeah.
and they're sitting there praying over their dead ancestor.
Dookie balls.
Okay. Hold on, I lost my spot. All right, I need to look up what this is because I have no idea what this is. 1 second. One of you has something that I don't know what it is. Okay. So each of you opens up your little cloth things that are like yellow and gross. And there's a couple rare gems in here, but as you open them up, a cloud of yellow spores shoots out of all of them. And I need everyone to roll fortitude saves for me. It's fungus time.
Wow. Someone weighted our dice.
Wow, 3 8s? Waiting on Orok here. The final one. The final 8.
8. Roll in 8. Roll in 8.
Sorry, what dice do I need to roll?
D20.
D20.
It's a
Eight?
fortitude save.
A D18?
Yeah, apparently.
A-
It's just a D8. They're all 8s.
Yeah, just roll D20
Yeah.
and get an 8.
I get an 8.
Oh, D20s. Shit, sorry. I thought you said I need to roll a D8.
Oh, wow.
Oh, 3. Sick.
All right, so what's everyone's totals?
11.
Almost an 8.
A
14.
fortitude save
Yeah.
is a 10.
You said 14, Dragonia?
Mhm.
And Kabor, what's your fortitude total? 1. 13?
Jesus.
All right, everyone fails. So, I'm going to be...
Just an 8.
So we are now going to go into combat rounds as these spores are going to start taking in your lungs. That way you guys can do knowledge checks on the time and stuff. But, all right. So I'm just going to go in order that I have you here. So we'll start with Orok and roll around. So, first...
Could I cast Wind Wall?
Wind Wall?
Yep.
That just makes a wall, right?
Yeah, but like it shoots like everything away, essentially. So like arrows and bolts and like.
I mean, it's already in your lungs.
Oh, okay.
You breathe it in. Yeah, per what I'm reading here, it wouldn't matter. So if you want to waste the spell slot, you can, but I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Okay, so Orok, you're going to take ooh, 2 points of con damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
That's it for now. Dragonia, you are going to take 3 points of con damage. Kabor is going to take 3 points of con damage. And Cicatrix is going to take 1 point of con damage. Now,
Can we do checks on these?
Auroch. Yeah, so if you guys want to do knowledge checks real quick, and then we're going to go back to Auroch again.
What
Can
kind
I
of
do knowledge nature or knowledge engineering?
It'd be nature or alchemy. Or a heal check.
Nature.
Ooh, I can do those.
Ooh, that'll probably crush it.
25.
So this is, you know this from your exploring outside. This is called yellow mold. And you know it's like it essentially starts ripping your lungs apart like pneumonia. But if you can kind of overcome it, you'll be okay. You know it's weak to fire, but you've already breathed it in. And also any sunlight will cause it to become inert. So,
What?
yeah. So
So
sunlight.
we need to get outside.
Well, it's already in your lungs.
Piece it.
Like if you
Okay,
if you would have taken it outside and opened it up, it wouldn't have done anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So now, Auroch, I need you to roll another fortitude save for me. We're gonna do this round by round.
We're just gonna have to keep rolling until we save.
Pretty much.
22.
There's a timer. All right. You are fine. So you are now immune to this effect. All right. Go ahead, Dragonia.
Ooh.
You were 1 short, so you should be good now.
Yeah. 15.
Yep. DC 15 exactly. So you're good. All right. Gabor. Hey, you're good. All right, Sicky.
Fail.
All right. You take, well, you took the least amount last time. All right, you take 3 points of con damage.
Only 3.
Yeah. And then I need you to do another save. Oops. All right, you take 1 more point of con damage. And I need you to do another save.
What are the odds? 1 in 400.
2 more. I need you to do another save. Your max HP is going to be tanking.
Can I die from this?
What?
Someone's waiting my dice. There's no way.
3 natty ones? 1 in 2,000? 2 more. I need you to do another save. If your con goes to 0, you die, by the way.
Oh my god. Literally one more -3, I would have died.
Really?
Yeah. I'm at -9. Con.
Wow. What's your total con? 12?
12.
So you're just sitting there like choking, gasping for air, and everyone around you just
Everyone's just looking at
yeah,
me.
just looking at you, just essentially just gasping, breathing for air. Yeah. All right. So that's damage. You guys heal 1d4 every night. So if you'd like, as you're like gasping and like, I need to make this more dramatic. Like gasping it. I didn't realize you were dying that bad. That was the last round too, by the way.
Oh, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. But okay. So actually, let me see if the save heals you at all.
Yeah, because I got 2 1s on those. So if those were higher, I would have died.
Yeah. It's nasty. It's a level 6 trap.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Guess the dude had 600 years to work on his traps.
Yeah, so essentially somebody at level 6 would be at the same power level in terms of like this. So it's made to kill.
I would have died last. No, I wouldn't. I might have.
Yeah. Could you imagine after all that you die to a fungus? Just sitting there
in a ball.
Yeah, just gasping for air. You do get treasure for this though. But yeah, Ingrid and Umlo are just like running over there, run over to you, hear you gasping. They're just making sure you're okay. See if they're like doing CPR or anything for you, but you start coughing up like this yellowy, bloody phlegm. Your mask is all like your bird mask, like on the inside is all covered. It's like leaking like yellowy red like gunk from all the holes in it.
mask is supposed to protect me from this stuff.
Yeah, you look really gross. And you're like really weak. Like you can barely stand up.
Can I even stand up?
What's your total? 3?
3?
Oh yeah, you're just like, I mean you can, but like you instantly like essentially faint.
Yeah.
I'll pick him up and like assist walk him.
He's
Gonna
fine.
need
Like
to-
you can just leave him there. You might want to
Take
rest
a
for the
few
night
days
now,
off.
though. Okay, so I'll go ahead and read the rest of the loot here before I forget, and then we can continue role playing Cicatrice nearly dying from a fungus, which is funny because Justin loves fungus in a lot of the games that we play.
Do the fungus.
Okay, so we have
Fungus.
a pair of boots, a clay vase on an iron stand, sculpted to look like a coiled dragon. So, a coiled dragon's iron statue worth 65 gold pieces.
Oil dragon iron statue.
Yep. It's worth 65 gold. 3 chunks of azurite worth 6 gold each.
Each chunk of azurite.
Yeah.
Can we smith that into weapons or anything?
I
Sounds
think
kinda cool.
you can sell it to certain dwarves and stuff for jewelry.
You
Uh,
said it's worth how much?
6 each. So not a whole lot. It's pretty common. A golden yellow topaz worth 300 gold.
Is that anyone's stone, by the way?
Dude, you just rolled like 8 times.
Topaz? I don't think so. Otherwise I would have changed it. And then
I mean, it's not.
money-wise, you guys find 2 platinum pieces and 40 gold pieces. Yeah, are you still detecting magic?
Hey guys, I
You
gotta
can do it again.
take my dog out. I gotta take my dog out real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, that's fine. We're just doing loot.
All right.
Okay, so these
Top detect magic. Look at all our loot.
these boots are magical. It doesn't tell me what they are though, so I have to look it up.
It doesn't tell you what kind of boots are in the loot.
It tells you the name and it says look it up in the book. That's a very common theme for this book, which is why I said this book is a nightmare for GMs.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay. Did you do a spellcraft check? I mean, Jared rolled about 4,000 dice, so I don't know what was going on
Isn't
there.
that 20 in there somewhere?
Jared, roll another one.
Anki just clicked it. I'll roll one too. 16.
That's a
19. I
19.
think.
All right.
His might be higher than that.
His is plus 12.
Is it plus 12? Okay, yeah, then it'd be 19.
Okay, these are boots of the Winterlands. The wearer of these boots is able to travel across snow at normal speed, leaving no tracks. Additionally, the boots enable her to travel at normal speed across the slipperiest ice, horizontal surfaces only, without falling or slipping. Also, they warm the wearer as if affected by the Endure element spell. So you can walk through ice and
Whoa.
snow.
Are those, what kind of armor are they?
They're boots.
Just regular boots? Are they like
They're
light armor?
They're like leather boots, yeah.
Cool. Because that does, it shouldn't affect spellcasting, right?
Nope. They go in the feet slot.
I need a price.
Next feet.
You get a price?
Mm-hmm.
1,250 gold pieces.
I might be wearing those if we go up north.
I mean, you
Why you fly?
you nearly died.
I fly. Yeah, I fly for like 7 minutes a day.
I mean, you guys aren't that high up in the mountains. I mean, you're at the base of the mountain right now. Set of mountains.
Yeah. I mean, we could also just keep going north. Because we have been going north, haven't we?
Yep. And it's looking like you're going to keep pushing north.
Yeah. Jared's on fire anyway,
I don't-
so.
I don't like going north.
But too dang bad.
Alrighty.
Oh,
So are you guys gonna rest for the night then? To allow all of you to no. Does anyone have a minor restoration spell?
What?
Because that allows you to heal this, or like a potion of restoration.
No.
we have a wand of cure light wounds.
We have two wands of cure light wound.
Yeah, that's not gonna cure this. This is like ability damage.
No, we don't. So what's this masterwork breastplate? What is that? Is that heavy armor? Medium?
It's medium.
And what does it give?
I'll look it up. Breastplate. It's medium armor. It's +6.
How much is it worth?
It's masterwork, so it's worth 400 gold pieces. Okay, let me read out how this works.
How much is the hammer of Agramash and everything worth?
You don't know. They're rare, priceless artifacts.
Can't do an appraisal check on that.
Oh, you guys only heal 1 point per day to each ability score, unless you have the lesser restoration spell,
What?
which heals 1d4.
What was it? The hammer of Agramash and the... What is it?
All right, I'm back.
We have found that Cicatrix is in a world of hurt.
What?
You heal 1 point per day.
Oh, jeez.
You're down 9.
I'm down 9.
Yeah, so every point that you lose 2 max HP, by the way. So like your temporary max HP. So you went down 9, so you lose 18 max HP temporarily.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Torag is the, dwarven god. Maybe we can pray to him with
I mean,
Nargrimkins and he'll heal us.
Lesser Restoration is a cleric spell and only a divine spell. So if your cleric was competent, they
didn't.
would have Lesser Restoration.
I mean, we can rest for a day and then I can prepare that and then use it.
Oh, it's a level. Oh, never mind. That's normal. It's a level 2 spell. You should have it.
They probably just have it prepared.
Yeah.
I didn't prepare it.
You can spend an hour to reattune your spells, by the way.
Okay, then I
Any
spend an hour to
spellcaster can do
reattune
that.
my
They can
spells
spell.
and, and
You can
cast
spend an
it.
hour meditating, and you can reattune your spells for the day. You won't get your spell slots back, but you can reattune them.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's do that because I can cast that because I'm a cleric.
Yeah. So how many level 2 spells do you have per day that you haven't used yet?
I haven't used any spells.
All right. So how many level 2 spells per day do you get?
A lot. 4.
Yeah, 4. That's a lot. Yeah.
Hold on, let me check.
So everyone who's taken con damage so far, for every for every 2, essentially, your modifier, you lose 2 max HP, or 4. So it'd be 2 each time you lose one. So
I'm down 36 HP.
18, 9 times 2.
Oh, I thought each point was 2.
No, because I said it for every 2. So that means 2, 4, 6, 8 would
Okay.
be 4. So
I get
It's not as bad as
3
I
of them.
thought.
still sucks though. But like now your con, like if you go to -3 or -4, you're dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I,
I don't plan on
I've-
fighting
I
though.
have 3 casts of level 2.
You have 3 casts.
Mm-hmm.
You're level 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have 3. What's your will?
What's my
Your total will
7?
modifier.
Wisdom?
Oh yeah, sorry.
2.
So You have 14 wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you get so at 14 you get an extra second level spell slot. 12 you get an extra first. 14 you get an extra second. So you actually have 4 casts. So all right, so I'm guessing you're gonna go after Cicatrix first. Every one of Lesser Restoration heals 1d4. So number
I gotta
1 on
roll
Cicatrix.
D4s.
Yeah, so roll 1d4 on Cicatrix, see how much he heals. This is gonna be pretty big. Book 3. It's no joke. Okay,
There you go.
1. All right, go ahead and do it again.
What the?
What is that?
You put a space between the 1 and the
Yeah,
d4.
there's a space.
Oh.
3.
Oh, there you go.
All right, you got 2 more.
I'm at -5 right now.
Woo! All right, -2. All right, so you have 1 left, so you can do it to anybody. Because now
Yeah.
he's back up to where you guys are.
I mean, I think he could just. I'm 9, so I only lost
Yeah.
3 con.
I'm at 10.
I'm at 10, so
All right, if you guys
I
want to
would
keep, if you
rather
guys want
have-
to push
I
on,
would rather have a more fragile person get healed than myself. So I am gonna withdraw from this.
Gabor, how
you heal
looking?
1 per day naturally too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And
9?
I'm at 50, like 8 health or something like that.
Yeah. So
How
I
much
think
health do you have?
how much you took 3, right, Jared?
Yeah, he
much
said
do I
he's at
lose?
9.
Yeah, so he's normally at 12. His con's 12.
Yeah.
So everyone's
How much
at
do I
3
lose?
except for Kabor, which is at 2. -2, I mean.
I'm at 2. I'm at -2.
Okay,
as
No,
well,
everyone's at
so-
-2, but he's at -3.
Dragonian's at -3 also.
Oh.
So we have 2 -2s, 2 -3s.
Yeah. You can pick whoever you want.
Yeah, you have 1 casting left, or you can just save it. I mean, you guys will heal 1 per day.
I mean, I don't know who people. You guys decide.
I would say one of the squishies gets.
What's your max
One.
HP, Jared?
5. 54.
54. Give it to me. I'm at 48.
How much do you lose?
2 for each point.
Yeah, so I'd be at 46. You'd be at 52.
I'd be at. You lose 2 for every point. So I took 3 points, so I'd be down 6.
Yep.
So I'd be
Oh.
at 45.
Oh, you can give it to
Then
me.
Yeah.
I would give it to you.
Yeah,
Then
give it
I'll
to yourself.
you then.
Plus, I lost 20 health.
Losing your hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just why is your screen sideways?
Don't know. That's a problem. I'm currently trying to fix.
Justin's
yeah.
screen's only 90 degrees counterclockwise.
So who do you think, Jared or me?
You can give it to yourself.
Give it to yourself for sure.
This is.
Oh, look at that. The
There
only
you go.
4.
Wow. Selfish.
Hey, that's fine.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm back.
It's using your mouse like
Yeah, it
super dookie.
makes it just so much worse. At least my regular screen's fine.
Yeah, Google how to rotate your screen. Did you accidentally hit like an F1, an F key?
Yeah, I just had my papers on my keyboard, and I guess I.
So did I
Not good.
miss any lore about like
No.
Dragonia getting her
No.
hand attached or anything? Or
No, she didn't explain anything else. So,
It was very painful.
yeah. That was about it.
I'm just curious as to why Umlo wouldn't be wielding the hand as opposed to Dragonia.
We needed to thank somebody, all of you, for your services, and she helped save Umlo's life from the bear pits. So, Umlo essentially felt indebted to you guys because you saved his life. So there's like no point in him wearing it if
Yeah,
he
we did.
if he was in debt
Yeah,
to
but
you.
he can't wield the spear. He can't wield the spear.
He doesn't want to.
Like,
He's a Warhammer guy. He's not trained with
Yeah, he's probably
spears.
just gonna hang it up on the wall, like over the fireplace.
He's gonna give it to
there
his
you go.
clan. You know.
So he's gonna have like a marlin instead. He has a giant.
Yeah,
spear.
What do you mean?
It's
It's
gonna be
gonna-
like longer than.
It's
their
gonna
house.
stretch. Like I was gonna say, it's gonna stretch like 3 houses long.
They could also build a statue and like put it in the hand of the statue or something.
Yeah, or
That'd be
maybe
cool.
maybe there's like a temple or something. You know
Yeah.
that. I mean, the Giant Slayer was like famous among the dwarves, so
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm sure there's a lot of people
Are we moving out?
who'd want it.
Are we
Dragonia-
moving out? Are we going
Dragonia
places?
wield it well. Wield it well.
Yeah, you guys can go back up to the surface if you'd like. There's still some spiders up there that need to be taken care of.
Oh yes.
I know Scott's been
Heals.
waiting to kill these spiders.
Now I have this new thing that lets me fuck even more shit up.
Yeah, so the special abilities don't take effect until 24 hours later. So
Now you just down 20 hit points.
yeah, pretty much.
Can you just heal yourself though,
I
mean,
could.
It's spiders.
or heal the group maybe?
I'm undamaged.
I was gonna say who.
I don't think anyone's
who took
damaged.
damage?
I'm low.
Me. Hi.
How did you take damage?
Oh, Ingrahild's damaged pretty bad actually.
The
Oh,
ballista. The ballista.
Oh,
and
that's
then
right.
Ingerhild was charging down the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
Ingrahild got smacked up by the spider lady.
okay. I mean, I'll do a channel. I don't care.
And you can just use a couple wands, or if you have some cure light wounds, it's a first level spell, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have 2 wands with 50 charges, so.
Yeah, but I mean, when's the next time you're gonna be going to a store?
Never.
Let's see. What else do we have?
Here, I'll put you on the.
We have.
Let's put you on this other map.
Yeah, we
Pop
only have a
cure light
potion of
wounds.
severe
Wait.
wounds.
Ingrahild, never mind. Ingrahild and Umlo, they're staying here to pray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
ju-
forever.
just for a couple days.
Yeah, because they could get out, right? They left to go talk, so they shouldn't.
Yeah, so they're just gonna stay here, clean up the place, you know, sit and pray. This is
Should
like
we offer to help them?
well, this is like they want to do it because it's like their, you know, it's their family thing.
Honoring an ancestor.
Yeah.
Or are they gonna join back up with us or no?
Probably not.
Good riddance.
I think we're done with them.
Back to the party of 4, so I can stop having to play extra characters. I'm glad I made Umlo's sheet today for
No reason.
a combat that didn't happen. Okay.
Skipping through the book.
So let me go ahead and move over here. All right, so you guys are all up on the. Is that the? Put yourselves in the order you want to be in. Because there's spiders around.
That's fine. That's
okay.
good order.
Do you guys want to do any perception checks, anything like that?
I will
Sure.
perceive. Straight up. I'll pop a light too.
Okay, you gonna send the orb up there?
Yeah.
So it kind of like squeaks, punctures through the webs, and you see like a bunch of little spiders scatter about, but you see none of the big spiders that you were concerned about there.
Dragonia,
So-
did you do cure light wounds or no?
They might be outside.
Yeah. How's the web looking like in front of the temple, like where we walked in?
No, I'm at. I'm at 31,
Unfazed.
So, I'm
So
okay.
they're probably out there because you guys didn't damage it at all. I don't think.
Didn't we have to like cut through it to get in here, or didn't we burn it?
Did you just burn the
thought
whole?
we
Did you burn the
ignited
whole
the-
thing or the
yeah.
front?
I think we lit the whole thing on fire.
Oh yeah, you did. Well, then it's still burnt because it's only been like a couple hours. Yeah. So
All right, we'll just hobble on out.
all right, who wants to go out first?
Person in the front.
And you're attacked. No, just kidding. You're fine.
Oh, well, I don't see anything. So.
You do not see anything.
I
Guys,
had a
else?
22, so
Perception. All
yeah.
right, so when you walk out, it's like evening, and go Because it was like midday when you guys got here, right? I don't remember.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we'll say it's like evening, so there's still sunlight out because I hate doing night combats. Yeah, you can hear some like skittering on the top of this tower. It's like 100 feet tall, so they're probably above you. But there's also a huge forest around you, so who knows?
I mean, we could just leave them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to kill him to justify ourselves for being here.
Yeah. We've done enough.
I mean, if the Nargrimkins want, they can kill him and.
I mean, you already cleaned their whole outside for them.
Yeah.
You did the landscaping. Like, what more do you need?
Pest control too, somewhat.
Okay. So is everyone just like outside hanging out, or?
Yeah, can we like set up camp?
Yeah, sure. Then
This
that
is
way,
a
if
tree,
Ingerhild and
right?
Umblood want to come out and
Yeah.
camp it up with you,
This is a tree, right?
that is a tree.
Okay, let's make our camp under the tree.
Oh, that'd be cute. Warriors just chilling over there. Why is there a random hole in the darkness right there? Oh, I lined you guys up because there's too many of you. That's why. Okay. Would you guys like to do any storytelling for the night? Any discussions, or you want me to just fast forward so you
Yeah,
guys can heal your point?
I'll talk.
I would like to talk to Gabor.
Okay.
Gabor.
In another room or in front of
No,
everyone?
just in
Yeah,
front of everyone.
Everyone's just like
It's
you know
fine.
chilling outside by a fire. I'm guessing Orok made a
Yeah.
fire and set up some
We're
Eating
smoking
some
up some hot
snacks.
dogs and some s'mores and
Some
you know,
spider
refreshing-
legs.
Spider.
Dragonia's hand, fresh meat.
It's all good. Gabor, I was gifted with this partially translated scroll. It's been in my possession for quite some time, and was her name Daedra?
Droja.
Droja, sorry. Droja helped translate this, but it's unfinished. But apparently you and I are aligned in some way, and then I pull it out of my satchel and I give it to him to read.
All right, so Kabor sits and reads this. Kabor, do you have anything to? You have anything prepped in your box that you'd like to say? W. Oh. Wow. He just says wow. He's just kind of surprised about all of this.
Do you remember being from somewhere else? Your brother apparently is named Eos, and that's the guy we met in the tree. Seemed ominous when he came and talked to you in your vision, your dream. But yeah, so your mom's on another plane, and I know you don't really remember how you got here, but do you remember anything about your mom?
You have your box, Jared. You don't have to be mute. You guys keep talking real quick. I gotta let the dog out. But keep going.
I think he said no. I don't know if that came through.
I didn't hear it.
He said no.
Yeah, it's been troubling me quite some bit. My mom was a mystic of a high mountain clan, like I said, and so she apparently went to go meet your mother. Someone of royal kin. So you are of royal kin, just letting you know.
Another
Oh.
highborn, huh?
Yeah, he's a highborn. I'm a
Hmm.
lowly smith boy. Are you a highborn?
I was
You were.
at one point in my life.
What about you, Dragonia? Were you highborn?
I was not royalty, no.
So were you a lowly peasant like myself, or were you of higher class?
I was of higher class. I
We're all the
was
same class now.
part of the we lived in the castle with other members of the royal family and other high class members in our society, but we were not per se royalty. My father was a strategist for the army, and my mother was a healer. So they were important for our community. So therefore, we were um, part of a higher class.
So you're essentially you're almost royal though, because they served your leader, correct?
Kind of, yes.
Are you named Dragonia for a particular reason?
Not particularly. A lot of people in our community were named after either stars that were named or dragons that lived on our island. Um,
You had
just a mix
dragons
of
on your
things.
island?
Yes, we did.
How many?
I mean, every member of the military, the upper level of the military, and the royal family each had their own dragons as soon as you were an adult.
One dragon per person?
Did you get one?
I was in training to be uh, a member of of a war priest is a more of a combat medic. My mother was more of a healer, but they had this experimental class where they would train you in both combat and healing. Um, but there's a long history with that there's a long and complex and dark history with my people and how that came about. But yes,
How,
my father had a dragon as he was a high-ranking strategist and military general, and um, I had started to get one and train it.
but
There
What
was
happened to
just
it?
it um, it left me before I found you guys.
were you looking for your dragon when you found us?
No, we chose to part paths. I'm
Sorry to
hoping
Sad.
hear
that
that.
one day we will be able to meet up again.
Wouldn't that be something special? Our own dragon. Who needs a bear when you got a dragon?
Yeah, no shit, dude.
Would you like to know my dragon's name?
I would.
Yeah.
Her name was Deorum Stellaris.
What does that mean?
Sounds like a star.
Princess of the Bright Moon.
Is that why you draw energy from the moon?
Yes.
Did she gift you with that?
No,
The
I
moon.
got that from my mother.
Your
Interesting.
mother drew healing power from the moon?
She was gifted at a young age. My father and I don't even, when my father was alive, even he didn't know where exactly she came from. But yes, she was very close religiously with the goddess Saranre, and Saranre is of the sun, but in intense training and intense worship, the Saranre granted her that power with the moon as well. And it got passed on to me.
Wow.
So do you know of Kabul at all? They draw power
Of
from the
who?
sun. Kabul, his people, they draw power from the sun as well.
Little
I do
yin and
not
yang.
know. Our island is secluded. We only have books, and we only had books, and we would learn about other races, but we never interacted with any of them.
This is so crazy. I never knew much about you, Dragonia. It's quite nice to hear a little bit about yourself. We've been just hacking and slashing and getting through all this treacherous doom that, we never really got to know each other.
It's nice to be able to sit down and breathe for once.
What
Been a
about
while.
you? What about you? You said you were captive for quite some time.
Yeah, not my fondest memories.
Well, that you're here, though, right?
Some of me made it out. Some of me's still getting carved along the way.
Carved as in tortured, or carved as in a fresh slate? A new statue to be created.
Both, I guess. Each new thing I learn must be paid in a price of flesh.
Is that why you have the ears around your neck?
I just think those are cool. And
So,
what?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say a couple years ago, this tomb would have been one of the greatest finds of my life, but now I don't really care about it. I've gotten so
Why
much
do you say-
praise for finding all that treasure.
Why do you say that?
The passions that I used to have are not the same. I have a much grander quest, I suppose. Not one I really wanted, but one I have now.
What is your grand quest?
Still figuring out the details of that. The one I'm talking to doesn't like to divulge much information.
My bad.
Not you.
Was it the hound that was in the fire?
That's the one. Not even my god. God of a distant people. Any of you ever sailed west across the ocean?
No, once my father was killed, I went to the forest and learned how to live and breathe amongst the animals and the trees. So I did not. It was a long, hard 4 years before I met you guys.
Preach it.
Yeah, just teaching yourself how to find food and
How to
clothe
survive in
yourself.
the wild.
Absolutely. It was rough. I think I gained a lot of wisdom from it though. Understanding how ecosystems and animals commingle with each other. I kind of took that upon myself. I feel that's why I feel like I can see very far and pick up a lot of clues and see my surroundings very well, is just being one with the nature, and that's why I have Aurori as my deity.
Sounds very druidic.
Not a normal ranger, as you can see.
You have any druid friends you got that wisdom from, or is that your own?
There was a few along the way. Obviously, you run into a druid clan here or there. They show you the way of the animal. They shapeshift a lot. I did not shapeshift. I can't. So,
If you did, I sure hope you would have used that by now.
right. No, but the bears there, that's why I've always had an affinity for the bears. They were around the forest when I was there, and we always had an understanding with each other. You take what you need and you leave the rest, you know, if you only needed like one fish to survive and you left a couple for the other bears, and you know, they all looked after each other. And just funny that Goryango came to me when he did.
Gluttony is not a way of sustaining.
No, it's all about balance. Great
As all
pain.
things should be.
Great pain, you need a lot of sacrifice, you know. And great comfort, you also need a lot of sacrifice. So it's all what you put in. So, how can we get you on your grand quest? How can we assist you, Cicatrix?
Right now, I'm just waiting. I think there's grander things at play than us, but we may be key to the saving. There was a once almost the complete destruction of the world. I fear that may be coming back upon us.
Do you think that's why the mystics in the scroll? Well, here I'll show you the scroll that I showed Kabor. The mystics apparently were gathering together. My mom was one, and Kabor's mother was one as well. Do you think that's what is going on, or is this a different quest?
I mean, it's entirely possible. Is the scroll in Orcish?
It's
I-
in old Orcish, but if you would like to take a look, I'd be more than happy for you to read it.
Yeah, Josh, would I be able to read any of it if it's in?
No,
'Cause I
because
speak Orcish.
it's magically encrypted.
Okay. Could I do like a spell check on it or something?
Sure.
Spellcraft. 23.
That's pretty good. You notice that there seems to be some enchantments on this parchment that's of like a 5th or 6th level spell. Maybe even more powerful. So it's out of your comprehension at the current moment.
Seems like whoever wrote this scroll wanted the secrets to be kept.
So kudos to Droja, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Smarty.
She actually had a special something that allowed her to help translate it, but we never got to talk about it.
Yeah, someone
Because she got
cut her head off.
decapitated.
Yeah.
Oh,
someone cut
whoops,
her
my
head off.
bad. Sorry, guys.
I think at that point I had Speak with Dead. I could have talked to her. I lost that knowledge. Carved over it a new spell.
I mean, we have 2 scrolls of Speak with Dead, so you could always relearn it.
It's true.
That is true. I would like to do that.
Take some time right now and do it.
How long does that take to learn a spell like that?
I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah, we can do that later.
Okay. Off air.
Okay.
Is there anything else you guys would like to talk about before you turn in for the night?
Dragonia, what is your quest? We talked about your family, your past, your island, the dragon. What is your end quest? Why are you with us?
That is something that, unfortunately, I would not like to share.
Maybe some other time. Kabor, are you sure you don't remember anything? I know that you keep popping in and out of planes and whatnot, but do you not recall anything?
I imagine if I had. He said no. I imagine all that plane shifting can take a
Wearing
toll.
on him. Yeah. Well, 4 misfits, all kind of trying to find their way. 2 bound by a scroll. 2 chasing their own way. Gonna get interesting.
Gonna be a lot more killing, that's for sure.
Yeah, here I go
Well-
killing again.
You all have my respects and my thanks for giving me another purpose other than just hunting reptilian. So I want to thank you and look forward to see where this journey takes us.
Should be fun.
All right.
Insane.
So as darkness settles and the fire's crackling, everyone turns in for the night. You all sitting where you like to just be sleeping? Is that a good sleeping arrangement? Not that it
Sure.
matters, but
Yeah.
okay.
Can we do watches?
Yeah, sure.
I'll take first watch. Dragonia, you want to take second watch?
Sure.
Okay.
What's third watch?
I'll do
Gore.
third watch.
Okay. Siki gets last watch. All right, so you guys all turn in for the night. Okay. A few hours pass. All seems very quiet, eerie, in the forest. When Auroch, I need you to roll a perception check for your watch.
Oh my god.
Yikes. Still got a 14.
I
So,
don't think it counts.
well, a natural one, any skill check like a natural one isn't an auto fail. I don't
Right.
think.
I
It
think
is
it's just
not an
up to your
auto-fail?
discretion.
Well, whatever. The DC is all I cared about. So.
It's book 3, bitch. You auto failed.
So you're kind of sitting up watching the night, and you hear some rustling in the leaves. And then all of a sudden, you hear a low. And it gets louder and louder.
Cicatrix, wake up.
What?
There's been a laughing in the trees.
So as you're trying to
Feel like
as you're
we're
trying to
being
wake up,
hunted.
as you're trying to wake him up, you see this appear.
What is that?
And I will go ahead and enlarge this for you. Remember her?
I accidentally clicked away.
Oh, the hag?
Thank you for leading me here. I have been waiting my time. But it's time for you to pay the price. And we'll see you next time.
We have to deal with this shit again?
Dun dun dun.
Bag.